What's up, everybody? I wanted to make this video of this little helicopter I've been toying around with. I picked this up off of Banggood for about 40 bucks, I think. It's a WL Toys v911s. It's supposed to be indoors, outdoor type helicopter, little bitty thing. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Um, it's tiny, probably about 10 inches long overall if you look at the tip of the rotor to the back of the tail rotor. Um, I've been beating the mess out of this thing for the past couple of weeks, and it is just really strong. It's amazing how much, I guess, better quality. I don't know if I want to say better quality or just how much stronger these things are from the ones that I fooled with back in the 90s. I tried to get into electric helicopters back then, and you were looking at probably 600 or 700 bucks for anything of decent quality, and they were they were very hard to fly. The one that I flew with was collective pitch. This is a fixed pitch fly barless setup, and this one comes with a little radio. For around 50 bucks, you can get the helicopter radio with the little battery charger, and I have 3 batteries and a handful of spare parts that you might need. Okay, Tigger, that's nice. But I just been having a blast with this little thing. You're supposed to be able to fly it indoors and outdoors. A lot of people online I saw said that it was kind of hard to fly indoors. I don't know why. Maybe their rooms were a little bit smaller than our living room is, but I flew mine outside, and the wind that day that I did it was probably about 13 mile an hour. But the problem with my neighborhood is if I go out in front of my house, I can fly it in the front lawn, but as soon as I get about 10 foot above the ground, that's when you really get the 13 mile an hour wind. So I ended up trying to just see how high I could go and how much control it still had when it was up in the air, and it blew down the street about 100 yards and landed on my neighbor's roof. I had to run down the street with a ladder and dig it out of that gutter. Kind of funny, but since then I'll stay inside and play around with it. Nobody's home today, so I'm gonna fly it right here in the living room and show you guys what I can do with it. I'm not very good at flying this thing yet, but let's see what I can do with it, and you guys can just tell me what you think. I'll try and keep it in range. I don't have a tripod or anything, so I'm balancing this on my entertainment system, so we'll see what happens. was a pretty good smack into the wall right there. You can see it still works just fine. If I knew how to fly it much better, I'd probably be a little bit safer. So that smacked the lamppost and the wall, and it's still good. So it's a good thing nobody's home right now, because they'd probably be yelling at me. But, got it, Tigger. Let's see how close I can get to the camera without it destroying anything. I can hold it in frame for y'all. Tigger. That's about the best I can get it to hover in about that position right there. No matter where I try and trim it at, it always wants to kind of wander around a little bit. Maybe that's normal for helicopters. I don't know. The only gyro that the helicopters had I played with when I was younger was for the tail rotor. So to me, this is a lot easier to fly, even though I'm not good at it. I'm sure flying around inside probably does something with the way the air bounces around, so maybe it's a little bit more difficult, or maybe it's just that outside there's a little more leeway, even though it's windy and blowing around. I still rather fly it in here because I don't feel like losing it or climbing on my neighbor's house again to get it if it goes out of control or goes away. But I can fly it for probably 6-7 minutes, I guess, like this, and I don't know, just trying to learn how to fly it a little bit. Make a decision if I want to get into anything a little bit bigger or just stick with this. This is cheap if I break it. The only downfall is waiting for parts. If I get it from Banggood, which is, like I said, a month and a half waiting period, but for what you pay for it, it's worth the wait. So there you go, v911s, WL Toys. Takes a licking and keeps on ticking. Amen. See you guys later.